From Faulkner University in Montgomery, Alabama, the Southern State Showcase is just around the corner. John Nelson here, Nicole Morocco there. Big show again this week.
Big show, full show. First stop, Lee University, where we catch up with soccer star Jamie Acton. Then we take a closer look at the city of Montgomery, which will be playing host to the SSAC Championships.
Plus, we will give you a look at what's going on here at Faulkner University. The showcase starts right now.
The Southern State Showcase on Sports South is brought to you by Musco Lighting, Mississippi Gulf Coast, One Path Systems, and National Management Resources.
From Faulkner University in Montgomery, Alabama, it's another round of the Southern State Showcase, spring semester style. I'm John, that's Nicole, and the lead this week is?
Lee University, Jamie Acton.
Okay.
She led her team to 4 national championships.
Gotcha.
She's a 4-time All-American.
Gotcha.
She graduated with a 3.97 GPA.
Almost a 4.
In 3.5 years.
Almost a 4.
She's a tremendous artist.
Okay.
She's just an all-around great student athlete. John Wilkerson tells us more about Jamie.
The numbers are staggering. Player of the Year for 2 seasons in a row. The first 4-time All-American in Lee women's soccer history. A first-team pick in 2008, 2010, and again in 2011. Along with a second-team honor in 2009. Jamie Acton set 3 individual championship records and has been a part of 2 team records. She finished her season ranked top 30 in 8 offensive categories, including first in total assists and assists per game, third in total points, 7th in points per game, and 10th in total goals. She also holds the NAIA's career assist record with 92. All this for a summa cum laude grad for her school, and her coach couldn't be more proud.
I think the fantastic thing about Jamie is that she's not limited to being just a good soccer player. She is a fantastic student. She's a leader in the classroom, on our team, on campus, and she's an amazing artist. And so I think anything that Jamie endeavored to do in any field, she would be success at. But fortunately for us, she chose to be a soccer player, and she went out and she's a 4-time All-American. She was a 2-time National Player of the Year. She was the 2-time SSAC Player of the Year, a 2-time NSCA Scholar Athlete, a 2-time NAIA Scholar Athlete, and an All-Academic Team member at the SSAC level as well. And so you can just look at all that success, and she's an incredibly gifted individual. But I think the thing about Jamie that always stands out for me is that not only was she gifted, but she put her gifts to good use, and she inspired others around her. And she, when our younger players look at her, they see what's possible if you work hard and you dedicate yourself and you get the most out of your gifts.
But for Jamie, it's all part of being one piece and one of the biggest successes in NAIA history.
It's a competitive environment, so sometimes it is hard, to be friends, but I was able to do that with a lot of girls, and especially my freshman year was the most talented team I've ever played with. We had girls from Norway, Kristen Lynn, and girl Sandra, and she was international. We had Marina, who was Brazilian, and my sister. It was just a very quality team, and I cherished that year so much because those girls were just top-notch players. And since then, it's been the same quality and special players I've been able to play with, and girls like Leah Fortune and Claire Lanter and all those girls. They've just, they're good players, and you don't get to play with those kind of players. It's a rare occasion. So, and in terms of just them being my family, like you just go through thick and thin with them, and you can't win national championship without your teammates, and definitely all the credit goes to us playing as a team and being selfless and And I think that's what Lee and our program is so good at. We have a lot of great players, but we're able to kind of lay down our own ambitions for ultimately the team goal, which is the national championship. So.
But you ask one of those who has seen her grow both on and off the pitch, and the reaction is one of complete and total respect for someone who's accomplished so much in so short a time.
Well, Jamie's been probably the most phenomenal athlete we've had at Lee. She comes here, and our team was pretty good when she got here, but she sort of elevated to the next level. But, you know, 4 national championships in 4 years, twice National Player of the Year. She set the all-time assist record for the NAI, and she's one of the most humble human beings you'd ever want to meet. Great student, so I mean, she's just been I guess if you could mold a Lee University student, that's the mold you'd use. So she's been a phenomenal part of our program.
And playing word association with the university president about someone like Jamie was easy.
Terrific athlete, but a terrific student with gifts that she hasn't even fully developed yet. What a fine young woman, and how proud her parents must be of her, and how proud we are of her here at Lee. She's first rate.
My life was changed by coming to Lee. It's just an environment where they're always challenging you, and I mean, the way I describe it is just like the Spirit of God is on this campus. Like you go into class and you're praying with your teachers and you're talking about, you know, your life issues, but you're always bringing in that Christian value of just like what life's really all about. And I respect the president so much, Dr. Kahn. He did so much for our team and even supporting me personally. And I just think that there's very few times that you come to college and feel like you grew and you didn't really get lost in the things that a lot of college students get lost in. And I feel like I'm definitely a better person by coming to Lee, and I encourage anyone to come because it really did. It meant a lot to me, and I cherish my 4 years here.
Jamie Acton, simply one of the best the NAIA has ever seen. For Southern State Showcase, I'm John Wilkerson.
Thank you, John. We'll catch up with you again next week. That is it for the A block. We come back for the B. It'll be Nicole's turn, and she will let you in on some great news involving the Southern States Athletic Conference and the city of Montgomery. The showcase continues after this.
On the Mississippi Gulf Coast, the fish are still biting. Our casinos are as exciting as ever, with 24-hour gaming and top-name entertainment. Our golf courses are open for play, and our seafood is as fresh as ever. There's plenty of fun for you and your family, and we welcome you with open arms. The Mississippi Gulf Coast, open for business, open for you. Book your visit today.
From Little League to the big leagues, Musco specializes in sports lighting around the world. Musco's light structure green sports lighting cuts operating costs in half with less energy use, cuts spill light by half, provides guaranteed constant light levels, and includes a 25-year warranty. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting. We make it happen.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaia.org.
How do students decide which college or university to attend? Of course, it's based on your reputation, but their first impression of your campus is so important. How do you make that first impression count? By making sure every detail is attended to, with manicured grounds, immaculate maintained buildings, and a welcoming feeling throughout campus. National Management Resources Corporation provides exceptional facilities management services. We make sure that first impression is picture perfect.
The number one can make or break a great game.
1 hit.
And it's gone back. It is out of here.
1 goal. 1 shot. 1 second. When it comes to technology solutions, excellence is defined by 1. 1Path, competitively connected. 1Path is proud to be the sponsor of excellence for the Southern States Athletic Conference.
If you're a fan of the Southern States Athletic Conference, then bookmark SSACsports.com. Visit daily for the latest results, news, standings, and webcasts. Follow your favorite teams and conference at SSACsports.com.
Welcome back to the Southern States Showcase, coming to you this week from Faulkner University in Montgomery, here at the Lady Eagles softball diamond. And Nicole, some great news.
Yes, it is. The city of Montgomery will be playing host to 9 conference championships. It's not only an exciting time for the city, it's also a really exciting time for the conference.
Southern States Conference Championships, the 9 of them that are going to be here this year, is very important to us because it really has told us that if you build it, they will come.
And build is what the city of Montgomery has been doing. They've broke ground on several state-of-the-art facilities which will play host to 11 of the SSAC championships, starting this coming November with the soccer championships and running for the next 3 years.
We have committed a great deal of money to upgrading our facilities where there'll be world-class facilities. We're building a new multi-purpose arena where we can do basketball, volleyball, wrestling, and about 20 other sports. But as it relates to the conference, they will have their volleyball championship there and the basketball, men and women there. We're also completing a new soccer complex which will include 2 stadium fields. So a great deal of money has been put into the process of upgrading our facilities.
The relationship between the city of Montgomery and the SSAC is one that both sides are looking forward to and are extremely excited about.
First, let me say the city of Montgomery is delighted to have the partnership that we have with the Southern States Athletic Conference. We're excited about having several of the championship in a neutral site in Montgomery. We actually are hoping to get all of them eventually. So it's a great relationship. It's very positive for the city of Montgomery, and we think it's also positive for the conference because we are exactly in the central location of the Southern States Conference. So we're excited about that relationship.
It's all the championships at one location, but it's also who you're working with. The city of Montgomery has stepped out and said, we want to partner with you, you're important to us. And what has evolved is a relationship that's probably unlike any relationship in small college athletics.
I think Montgomery will support it. I think AUM and Faulkner have always had a really good relationship. I think whenever we play in anything, whether it be softball, soccer, basketball, you name it, we've had good crowds. And I think we're going to continue to have good crowds there to support us, and then the impact of people coming into the city I think is going to be remarkable.
John and I over at Auburn Montgomery look forward to kind of being in-town host, to some of these and see some of our friends and people in the conference coming to Montgomery for these events.
I do think that Montgomery is centrally located. Montgomery is a great town. Montgomery has put a lot of money and emphasis into hosting championships, not only the SSAC but a lot of other championships as well. And it's going to be a great town to host. A lot of restaurants, a lot of great places to stay. It is centrally located. Weather's usually pretty good, and the people here are very sports oriented. So I think it's going to be a win-win for not only the Southern States, but just for the NAI and for all the teams that are participating in it. Because I know we've even talked about hosting.
The leadership of your conference with certainly AUM and Faulkner gave us a leg up on that. But at the same time, we're centrally located. We have good facilities now. We're very appreciative, and we appreciate the confidence that Southern States has placed in us to bring 9 of your championships here. And we look forward to all of you coming and be a part of the Montgomery community when you bring your athletes and your coaches and certainly your fans.
I don't know about you, John, but I'm excited to come back to Montgomery to cover some of those conference championships.
No doubt about it. Looking forward to it. That is it for the B. We come back for the C. We'll let you know how Faulkner University is the integral part of the SSAC that it is. But first, our Players of the Week.
Players of the Week at the conference level for the week of January 23rd are as follows. From Bellhaven, it's Daryl Arnold. He had a pair of clutch performances, helping the Blazers to 2 conference victories. Arnold made over 50% of his field goal attempts and played well defensively, picking up 9 steals in 2 contests. Arnold is Belhaven's leading scorer this season, averaging 14.8 points per game. He is second in the team in rebounding, pulling down 5.7 per contest. In girls basketball, it was sophomore Jasmine Brewer of Loyola of New Orleans. She had an outstanding week, highlighted by 2 double-doubles, giving her 5 for the year. She averaged 65.4% shooting for the week. Brewer ranks 3rd in the NAIA in field goal percentage, while also ranking 24th in offensive rebounds and 29th in points per game with 15.9. Brewer also leads the Wolfpack in rebounds, averaging 7.9 boards per contest.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Learn more at naia.org.
From Little League to the big leagues, Musco specializes in sports lighting around the world. Musco's light structure green sports lighting cuts operating costs in half with less energy use, cuts spill light by half, provides guaranteed constant light levels, and includes a 25-year warranty. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting. We make it happen.
How do students decide which college or university to attend? Of course, it's based on your reputation, but their first impression of your campus is so important. How do you make that first impression count? By making sure every detail is attended to, with manicured grounds, immaculate maintained buildings, and a welcoming feeling throughout campus. National Management Resources Corporation provides exceptional facilities management services. We make sure that first impression is picture perfect.
The number 1 can make or break a great game. 1 hit.
And it's going back. It is out of here.
1 goal. 1 shot. 1 second. When it comes to technology solutions, excellence is defined by 1 path, competitively connected. 1 Path is proud to be the sponsor of excellence for the Southern States Athletic Conference.
On the Mississippi Gulf Coast, the fish are still biting. Our casinos are as exciting as ever, with 24-hour gaming and top-name entertainment. Our golf courses are open for play, and our seafood is as fresh as ever. There's plenty of fun for you and your family, and we welcome you with open arms. The Mississippi Gulf Coast, open for business, open for you. Book your visit today.
If you're a fan of the Southern States Athletic Conference, then bookmark SSACsports.com. Visit daily for the latest results, news, standings, and webcasts. Follow your favorite teams and conference at SSACsports.com.
Welcome back to the showcase. 2 blocks down, 2 blocks to go. And it seems as if the rain started to pick up a little bit.
Yeah, just the second we started taping this particular segment, it started to rain, so we're going to try to beat the rain here a little bit. We're here at John Mark Stallings Field, the future home for a lot of the athletic programs here at Faulkner University, and it's time to let you know what makes Faulkner the integral part of the SSAC that it is. Faulkner University has always been a proud part of the history of the capital of Alabama. Established in 1942 as the Montgomery Bible College, the school has gone through the name change to reflect its most ardent supporter, Dr. James Faulkner, and has seen growth all through its time. Dr. Billy Hillier has been on campus since 1976 and president and CEO since 1986. He's seen where the school has come from and where it's going.
The school has grown a lot, and it's been exciting to be a part of it. We really faced some challenges in the early years. When we made the transition to senior college, the feasibility study was not as thorough as it should have been. And so when we began to make that transition, we faced some challenges we weren't prepared for. But we worked through all of that. And in the last 10 or 15 years, the school has really grown, and it's been fun to be a part of it.
The spiritual life on campus, exemplified by the Here We Stand philosophy, is also one of the cornerstones to the school's dynamic and an important part of its makeup.
Lots of institutions out there teach reading, writing, and arithmetic, you know. We want to do that, and we want to do it well. We want to train people for careers and to make a living. But we also want to train them for a better life and for better relationships and stronger families and better community leaders and this sort of thing. And we really work. We also have making a determined effort to really emphasize those principles that help to make our country great. I think in a lot of educational institutions we're losing sight of this. And a lot of students and even a lot of faculty members, I fear, have lost sight of just those things that really made this country what it was for so long. And we need to get back to some of that.
The school has seen its share of accolades recently, as the law school has been ranked top 15 in the United States at preparing students for public service in government, according to the National Jurist. Add to that recognition by U.S. News & World Report as one of the best regional schools in the Southeast, and Dr. Hillier couldn't be more proud.
Gratifying. Our law school has just done, we had hoped and believed that it would do well, but I'll be honest with you, I didn't realize it would do as well as it has this quickly. And our graduates are just doing beautifully on the state bar exam, and we've won and either won or been second or third on national moot court competitions, and that's probably done as much in terms of getting recognition for our law school as anything, because on the national stage, I know 2 years ago we competed in Chicago. 130 of the nation's law schools were there, and we ended up second.
Blessings come from all directions, and the relationship with an Alabama legend created a lasting legacy with the future home of a lot of Eagles athletics to come, the soon-to-be-completed John Mark Stallings Field. It's not every day that crimson mixes with blue.
And our thought was, you know, the athlete that's strong and fast and big, those people get enough accolades already. But the people who are born with unfortunate circumstances, you know, nobody hears of them much. And so we wanted to dedicate this facility. Of course, we'll use it for our athletes and football and soccer and all that, but we also wanted to use it other ways. So our plans are, as much as possible, make that stadium available to. We'd like to be able to host, for example, some of the Special Olympics in the future. We'd like to. Last year we had Relay for Life here, and I understand they want to come back again. We want to use the facility for things like that to help people, you know, that have special needs. And that's just been a kind of a dream of mine, and I think others here on the campus have picked up on that as well.
He knew a lot of our folks on campus way back, and of course obviously when he came as a head football coach at Alabama, that helped the situation, just being an hour and a half from here. And of course, when he retired, a lot of our folks here on campus still knew Gene and contacted Gene and stayed in touch with Gene. He's spoken at our benefit dinner a couple of times. And when we started football, we actually consulted Gene on what he thought about it, what were some positives and negatives. And of course, he's all about that. And when we hired our first coaching staff, he came and spoke to them, spoke to our team, and has been back a couple of other times. And so we've had a great relationship with Gene Stallings. You know, he's a great Christian man. He's one of those guys that we would like to keep involved in our program. And through him, and we've come across a number of donors that helped us, a couple of Junction boys. I had a guy named James Burkhardt, or Jim, we call him Jim, that played with Gene at Texas A&M that has given us quite a bit of money. His son played for me as a baseball coach, his grandson, excuse me. And so we've come to know Gene and a lot of the folks that Gene's played with as an original Junction boy that have gotten close to our football program. Because we started out on the dirt like they did. We started out on rocks like they did, and they kind of saw some similarities as we started our football program. So they've helped us out a lot.
We'd like to thank the folks from Faulkner for being our host this week, and we'll keep you posted on how things are evolving here at John Mark Stallings Field as we go a little later on in the spring semester. That's it for the See What's Next.
We got the D block, and we'll tell you where we're headed next week. Stay tuned, the showcase continues after this.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaia.org.
From Little League to the big leagues, Musco specializes in sports lighting around the world. Musco's light structure green sports lighting cuts operating costs in half with less energy use. Cuts spill light by half, provides guaranteed constant light levels, and includes a 25-year warranty. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting. We make it happen.
How do students decide which college or university to attend? Of course, it's based on your reputation, but their first impression of your campus is so important. How do you make that first impression count? By making sure every detail is attended to, with manicured grounds, immaculate maintained buildings, and a welcoming feeling throughout campus. National Management Resources Corporation provides exceptional facilities management services. We make sure that first impression is picture perfect.
On the Mississippi Gulf Coast, the fish are still biting. Our casinos are as exciting as ever, with 24-hour gaming and top-name entertainment. Our golf courses are open for play, and our seafood is as fresh as ever. There's plenty of fun for you and your family, and we welcome you with open arms. The Mississippi Gulf Coast, open for business, open for you. Book your visit today.
Welcome back to the showcase. D-Block here. We made it inside the gym, out of the rain. Got to catch a little bit of volleyball practice, but unfortunately, it's got to come to an end.
Time to put a bow on the show. Next time around, we will be at Southern Wesleyan University and catch you up with everything going on as the showcase heads to South Carolina. For Nicole Morocco, I am John Nelson saying play it safe, everybody. We'll see you next time.
On the Mississippi Gulf Coast, the fish are still biting. Our casinos are as exciting as ever, with 24-hour gaming and top-name entertainment. Our golf courses are open for play, and our seafood is as fresh as ever. There's plenty of fun for you and your family, and we welcome you with open arms. The Mississippi Gulf Coast, open for business, open for you. Book your visit today.
From Little League to the big leagues, Musco specializes in sports lighting around the world. Musco's light structure green sports lighting cuts operating costs in half with less energy use. Cuts spill light by half, provides guaranteed constant light levels, and includes a 25-year warranty. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting. We make it happen.
How do students decide which college or university to attend? Of course, it's based on your reputation, but their first impression of your campus is so important. How do you make that first impression count? By making sure every detail is attended to, with manicured grounds, immaculate maintained buildings, and a welcoming feeling throughout campus. National Management Resources Corporation provides exceptional facilities management services. We make sure that first impression is picture perfect.
At a time when sports are heading in the wrong direction, the NAIA is changing the culture of sport. Through the Champions of Character program, with the support of Buffalo Funds, our college students are learning character traits that change behaviors, and they're bringing the message to coaches, parents, and teams nationwide. Visit NAIA.org and learn how your team can become champions of character.